Hello, welcome back. I'm still having a lot of fun with the Veti Beta. I'm learning a lot every single time I play. You see one of the optimizations I picked up, which is putting the refinement altars onto the Tempest patch themselves, because it leaves room for your the power plant to be placed on the outside, and then you can add the additional refinement altars later on to cover more area with less build radius required. It's more efficient that way. Another development that has been really starting to take root within the anchor space is using power plants, anchoring the power plants themselves, because it saves you a lot of build time, which really adds up in the long run. So if you don't have to build a power plant, you can if you don't have to build a power plant, you can have a faster refinement center, and you don't have to buy the 5% doctrine because you're not really making use of it right away, so you can wait on that and produce more infantry on the early game, applying more pressure, getting the subjugation one quicker. Overall, it really speeds things along, and I would also recommend quickly getting a level 2 anchor right now, with the first 2 spawning enlightenment plus 2 enlightenment from one of the TPCs or mission control or whatever you're capping instead. Yeah, that just frees up a lot of that lets you anchor the power plant and the main base, and when you do that, then you can get the Ascendance 1 for the 5% return and 5% on infantry and buildings. It saves a little bit of money, and that lets you build refinement centers faster, and overall and generally I think that would really boost the Veti income to the long run. Right now I'm against Nvukmer. I don't know who he is, but he was a pretty good player. I totally underestimated him this game because last time we played, I completely rolled him. He was trying to do some push with Havocs, and they really didn't pan out. It didn't give him a lot of value, and he was focusing a lot on infantry. I'm like, okay, I have Seekers, they'll make enlightenment. He's basically just feeding me at this point, but then the Dynasty eco kicks in, and it really shocks me how much he can actually produce, and he ends up having multiple harassment groups that are extremely threatening. So the game comes down to the wire. It's an extremely good game. I don't do the anchor this game, and I'm not going to do it on the next game that I already have ready to go. Probably will show up tomorrow because I have more time. I just wish that the Veti Beta went out longer so I could play with them more, right? Because there's developments happening all the time. Really, Veti's issue is like income and being able to produce enough buildings right away, and just with the optimizations, you're getting things done faster, and you're able to have your production facilities quicker, which really helps even everything else. Right now I'm clearing the garrison because he ended up taking it from me. I don't know when, I don't know how. I thought that was kind of funny. I sent some ambassadors over later to try to reclaim it, but I'm not sure what happens because I'm too busy with everything else on my side. I have mercs attacking. He's doing an attack here. I'm like, what is this? This is not a real composition, right? I should have been clued in from the Flamers that he was already Tech 2, which was quite surprising. But I was more focused on what I was doing on my side, trying to get damage done everything. I figured the stuff I had on the defense would be able to hold, and they were struggling a little bit more than I was expecting. So you got a bit more damage than I imagined. But here I'm like, okay, he did attack. It wasn't successful. It's probably not very good. And cost him a lot. And all he ended up doing was giving me a bunch of enlightenment to kill like an anchor. And I didn't care too much about that. So at this point I'm relaxing. There's nothing to worry about. I don't have to. I can tech up. I can expand. I can try to get tier 3, try some things out. But you'll see Dynasty's eco kick in, and then things start taking a turn for the worst for me. Right now I'm just trying to move my my caretaker to the other side to get more expansions out quicker. But look at that. Enlightenment galore. All my anchors are going to be high leveled, and I see like he has units walking across there. I'm not too scared. I eventually respawn, move things up to the north, and I just completely underestimate how much I need to take care of like groups, because I don't have it. I don't have every interaction memorized with the new faction and everything. Structures under attack. I got a lot of subjugators here because I want more, because they're fast. They respond well to harassment, even if they're not very good against infantry. They can act, if you get like 5 or 6, they can put a lot of threat on the rigs, and that's what I want to start doing, is responding to the harassment. But I start getting picked apart. This is when Veti's immobility starts coming into play, right? See, look at that. They're not really accomplishing much there. Like, I have to wait till subjugation 4 before inline start getting threatening, and then you start to scale, like with these little subjugator harassment groups. You can like produce off of 2 war assemblies and 2 ziggurats pretty comfortably, with about 6 or 7 refinement altars. You want more, but once you get tech 2, like no amount of refinement altars really let you comfortably make as much tech as you want to. I saw only 2 flamers. I was like not too concerned. Arcing should work, and then all of a sudden there's a lot of infantry there. Threading should have had to place down a turret. I actually think that you should be starting add-on turrets after about 6 or 7 refinement altars, because you can afford them with the power plants, and you need them to help defend because your forces respond so slow typically. And the only unit that you have that is like quick to respond, it doesn't handle infantry really well. So if it's vehicles, it's fine, but if it's infantry, then you're kind of put in the hot seat all of a sudden if you have nothing to respond. I actually saved the refinement altar, one of them at least. Right, so you killed 2, but I'm still up 8. And then look at that, like a bunch of units just came out of nowhere. I was shocked. I was like, he can't have things to defend too, so I'll attack in 3 groups. So I have my subjugators, I have my wardens going down the middle, and I have stuff attacking. I didn't even notice that he was attacking that. One of the other optimizations that's been figured out lately is that if like the Tempest Buds, depending on whether or not they're bloomed, they're seeding, or they're like budding, will give different amounts for the refinement altar. So you always want full bloomed Tempest, and you want to avoid the half bloomed, or like the budding or the seedlings if you can. In some cases, like Bridges Out, if they don't have a Tempest root to help grow in the field, then you know, you got to do what you got to do, but you're getting half the money or a quarter of the money from the refinement altar, and those things take a long time to build, and they're already not like super efficient. So you need to focus really hard on making sure that you get the full buds first. Seeing hammer hands was actually really cool for once, because I actually think that they're pretty decent units. I'm not 100% sure why he ended up going them, but yeah, there's one of the yeah. See, the ambassador died. I have no clue what killed it though. I actually saved the resurrection altar for a moment here. I'm like, where's my money? Where's my money? I'm just fighting to have any amount of money to teleport it. So I just clear my queue and move it. That took way too long. I should have instantly cured the queue to get the money to help save it ASAP. But look at those. Look at these in line. They really pull the win out for me because of his heavy infantry focus. But right here I lose the resurrection altar, which sucks. That was actually really bad. My subjugators are in the Tempest field, which also sucks. And I'm like, I gotta start doing damage immediately because I'm starting to get picked apart here. But look at that, subjugators. Oh, I'm just losing the Tempest fields needlessly. Sucks. But the Enlightenment are really pulling their weight here. They're starting to scale. I'm splitting them up against the MLRS. He has his tier 2 vehicle bay, or machine shop out. So now I'm aware of that because it's been pretty light on vehicles so far. But this is, I think, around here after he was doing the split attacks, I realized, oh, you know what? Maybe I should have been focusing on doing more damage because I was expecting. I don't know why he moved the MC fee here. I think he just ended up forgetting, which was, you know, very funny. Okay. I got some cleared out space. I want to reclaim the Tempest, right? Because I have the ambassadors there, but none of them reclaimed them, which was super annoying for me. But I want to keep his money down, especially if I'm starting to lose my income sources, which is why I'm out on the frontier. I keep thinking that, hey, you know what, this big field is not even mined out at all, and I killed a lot of units, so I'm thinking maybe he's broke. Maybe I'm actually far ahead and going to win this with the push, and then he was giving it his all right then. But then, then I see this, I'm like, oh shoot, he actually has more than I thought. Well, I actually thought I could hold that with just like rallied seekers and everything. I didn't see a lot until, you know, but there, if you looked up, we lost the TPC and there was a big blob of yellow right there. I actually had to change usually I keep my forces yellow because I really like yellow. Not as a color, but for like, well, I actually like gold, but as a color, I really like it. But I had to change things up. Right now, he's just trying to hold on, but look at those lions. And his infantry keeps feeding me more. He needed to do a harder switch into vehicles, I think. And this force right here, I thought, I was hoping it would be cleared up already, but no, it's still going. But I figure if I get his main base, then it's going to really lower his production, and I can clean up what's back at home. I can still keep producing. Right now I have more money than I need, which is not going to be the case for long. But losing the resurrection altar means that I have absolutely no way to increase my production for my income, especially if I was losing the extra buildings in my main base over there. I'm just trying to clear up the production so that he's not able to produce units and clear out the vehicle base because they also have the turret. The turret's rocket turret's actually very strong on that. I think it's stronger than the base turret, and you can also speed up its attack with distribution, which considering how many power plants he has, he should have probably been doing that. This guy did seem like a little bit better than just like an absolute jobber, which surprised me because, you know, sometimes you see a no name and you're like, I don't even have to think. You know, alts give you a good advantage that way, because people might take a less serious build if they think you're not a good player. Oh, the online are really tearing up though, and I've like absolutely shredded his air capabilities, which honestly is what was the most dangerous to me, because I can deal with infantry and gain a surplus through infantry, and all my units, especially with the amount of warrants I have right now, can handle ground vehicles, but it's dangerous when there's air, because if I lose my anti-air, then it's basically over. I think he bum rushes this area. I think he thinks this is my last of it, but he ran the MLRS through the Tempest fields. They're all fully what is it? Tempest, whatever. They're fully affected, which means they have like 50% less attack speed. They're taking damage. They can't use abilities. It left them wide open. They can't run away. They can't move. It was beautiful. It was beautiful for me. It was just what I needed to clear up that army. And I think I'm gonna win. But right now, I have like no more buildings. So I need to quickly find out where he has his production, if he has production right now. So I have a group of subjugators going around. I'm gonna have like the line force going up to the north, and I'm going to systematically go through the map, because all I have left on my side is that one refinement altar. If I lose that, it's game over. My heart's pounding. I'm getting cold sweats. I'm just watching the minimap, seeing if there's a force coming for that refinement altar. Because if I lose it, it's game. It's all over. I know he has something around. Because I saw production. And I'm killing his rigs, and honestly, I'm not that scared of rigs. Like, it's nice killing them, but his army is still going to be really strong right now. Like, his rig saturation and his rig spread was extremely good. I was pretty impressed by that. I did not expect the con yard to be on this side. I thought it would be to the north. But here's the bum rush. That's probably everything he has left. He's going for it, because I've cleared up everything. And I win. Hallelujah. Oh, that was a tight game. He actually way outmined me. Like, the 100,000 extra Tempest is crazy.